What's up, y'all? What's up, confessors? Welcome to my interview with Daonte from Love After Lockup, Love Life After Lockup. It's been a long time coming. Y'all know he's my favorite off any of this franchise, so I can't wait to talk to him. So let's get into it. Let me introduce y'all to Daonte.
What's
Hey,
good?
Daonte.
What's good?
How you doing, darling?
Good, good. It's been a long time coming. I know you've been asking to interview me for a long time. So
Forever.
sorry
Yes.
sorry it took so long, but here I am.
It's okay. So why did you? Because you said that you stopped and then you started again. So why did you stop in the first place?
Well, in the beginning, when you was asking me way back when, I was trying to go by protocol and go through what you're supposed to when you do interviews. And I did, and I just kept getting the runaround every time. Like it was out of my control. I
Mm-hmm.
just I did what I was supposed to do and just would never hear nothing back. So that was the main reason why I couldn't interview with you. But then I know you see me on interviews with other people and was like, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know how the protocol works with these
yeah.
type of shows. You have to do certain interviews by,
But then
so yeah,
after
I
a
understand
while, but after a while, I would start seeing like other cast members just doing random interviews. So I just said, forget it. I'm gonna start doing my own. So that's why eventually started doing interviews, and then the reason why I kind of stopped and took a chill for a minute is, because a bunch of mess happened, and basically a bunch of bloggers went on an attack against me and my girl.
Yes.
So I had
Yes.
my initial reaction. If it would have been up to me, I would have came out on my live and got vicious because I went and dug up every piece of evidence I had and I was gonna put it all out there. But I had somebody in my ear kind of telling me to, why don't you do something different? Basically it was like I'm pretty sure all these people are waiting for you to respond, like betting how quick it's
Hmm.
gonna take for you to respond. So why don't you take a different approach? Because I was mad. Like I wasn't really mad at me.
Understandable.
I wasn't mad at me being attacked, but mostly my girl. Like I kind of, and I was mad at some of the people, like, because I'm like, how dare you? Matter of fact, I don't care for a few of them. It's one in particular that for whatever reason, it's still a little bit of level of respect there.
Uh-huh.
But the other ones I don't care for, especially that married couple. They could, excuse my language, but they can go to hell as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yes, they
and
absolutely
and
can.
and because excuse my language, but they're full of shit, both of
Oh no, go ahead. Say how you feel. That's what we do over here at
them.
Confessions of a Reality Queen.
And one other one too. That's on another channel. That's also full of it. And if I wanted to, I'm not. I don't know.
So why do you think it's always you that has to be under attack? And how do you deal with it out of all things? Because you have been attacked basically
Yeah,
since you
since
have
I've been
been
on the
on
street.
this show. And like you are the chosen one, it seems.
Well, I did take a break just because I kind of needed my peace, and plus there was so much going on around the time. Like I've been having this transition going on. I got a house full now. So I haven't really been attentive to my social media like that because I've been distracted. It's not because like I got ran away or nothing. I just took a break because I gotta I ain't never by myself no more. Like
Right.
my attention is other places. But after
Absolutely.
after some time died down and we got a little bit situated, where we can be comfortable, I decided to, hey, all right, now it's time to pay more attention to social media and get back out there. And all the people that had been asking me to interview that I hadn't been able to, I remember them and I came back. Like according to Amber, had been trying to interview me since the very first episode.
Hmm.
So I remember her. She always looks out for me, and I will never forget that. So she was the first one I hit up. I said, "If you still want me, I'm down," and she did. And a few other people, and you was one of them. I ain't never forget you. I remember you put me on one of your posts with the red suit on. Yeah.
Oh, and I have a personal message from a fan who wants to know, will they ever see the red velvet suit again? Burgundy velvets. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, y'all. Uh-oh. I think he about to whip it on out. Hey, Lady V.
You gonna see the suit?
Whoop! Whoop! Look at it. Nice and crisp, too.
And the shoes. Bam.
Oh! Draw Draw Wow.
But to answer your question, why have I been getting attacked the most? I believe it's just because I'm the most vulnerable. I mean, I feel like I done got real polarizing. I'm a polarizing character as a part of that franchise because I got like a love-hate relationship with the fans of the show. I said that on one of my other interviews. They either love to love me or they love to hate my ass. Like, there's no in between. So the ones that love me, I will make you love the hell out of me. The ones that don't, I'll make it my business to make you absolutely despise me. Like, that's just how I work. If I know you don't like me, I'm gonna make sure you continue to not like me. Like, and the more people complain about seeing me, he's always this, that, and the third. The more you complain, the more I'm gonna show myself. That's how petty I am. Like, I'm a troll just like the trolls, and I enjoy trolling the trolls.
That's a shame. What's your sign, Daonte?
I'm an Aries.
Oh, what's your birthday?
April 13th.
Wow, I'm an Aries, March 31st.
Oh, we all Aries.
What up, Aries?
Hey. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's because of mostly how I was portrayed. Like, a lot of that stuff was out of my control, but you can't, like, it kind of make it difficult for you to defend yourself because there's only so much you can say.
Yes, I mean, people are going to have an opinion regardless.
I done became a lot more vocal lately, which is why I'm probably going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. But man, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to speak my truth regardless.
As well you should.
And the only reason I've been like fairly quiet about all that stuff that I got attacked about and stuff is because I had that manager telling me to chill, but also it was mainly because of her. Like, we already been through it. Like, I didn't want to do nothing else that's gonna ruin our relationship. Yes. But basically, whatever it is that they thought that they had that they was gonna throw against me, she already know. I done came clean. So there's nothing. If I really wanted to, I would come out and start speaking. And at some point, I'm probably gonna go on my own platform where I don't have a time limit on my Instagram Live and just speak.
Yes, because we know that you are known to always do your Instagram lives. You know, you have a lot of people that come into there, and that's where you receive a lot of your hate as well.
Yeah.
You know, so is that why you took a break from all of that as well? Because
no, I just haven't gone live lately because I got a house full. Like, I'm not by myself no more. So if I was to sit down and do one of my lives like I used to, it'll be kids and a dog running all around the place. So I just haven't had the time, but I do plan on doing that still. Ain't nobody stopping me. So, I mean,
absolutely.
And there'll be people that will complain about me doing lives, like, because I've never understood why people complain about you doing stuff on your own platform. That's what it's for. Like, if you don't want to watch it, don't come to my platform.
Exactly.
I can't help it that, some bloggers will take my stuff and put it on YouTube. And then they think I'm doing this. He want to be, he got to be part of everything. Or I be looking in them comment sections and looking at them folks. And I be like, why are you clicking on a link with me on it if you can't stand me so much? Make that make sense. You still watching me.
Can't.
Yeah.
That's right. You just can't. And Lady V says, that's right. Be yourself always.
Yeah.
When he says people love to hate on anything. And that is true. People love to hate on anything. So you are the biggest target because you, like you say, you're vulnerable. You put yourself out there.
I'm the most out there. Yeah.
Yeah, but the people that love you, we appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Because for one, we know it's not hard to put your life out there for
Yeah.
the world to see and judge.
Mm-hmm.
So I say hats off to anyone who does that.
Yeah.
But to
Yeah.
go back, what made you do this show in the beginning in the first place?
I kind of didn't really want to. It was Nicole's idea actually. I done said this so many times before. Like I've said before, I was always a fan of the show before Nicole even knew what it was. So
Mm-hmm.
I was dating my ex girlfriend, the one that passed away, Chelsea. And when I discovered the show, she introduced me to the show because I was up there in Chicago with her, and I went out to get something to eat, and then I came back to the hotel we was in, and she was watching Love After Lockup, and I asked her what it was because it was the segment was Lizzie and Scott. That's the first couple I seen,
Oh, how ironic.
and I thought that Lizzie was attractive, so I was like, "Who is this pretty light skinned woman?" Like I said, "What's this?" And then she told me this is it's called Love at the Lockup. It reminds me of us. And I was like, what you mean to remind you of us? And then she told me what it was about. So I sat down and watched and kind of got sucked into it. And then I watched the next season and, I seen Lacey, John, and Shane and Michael, Sarah, Megan, Alex and Glorietta, all of them. I got sucked into that. So I was a fan instantly. And then I had started dating Nicole by the time that season was on. So I was telling Nicole about the show. I would say, yeah, it's this show called Love After Lockup I watched. I stole Chelsea's line and said it kind of reminded me of us, to be honest with you. And when I told her, she was, oh my God, you have to get us on there. And I said no. Like, I didn't want to be a part of that show. And it's because I watched reality TV enough to know that everything on reality TV ain't reality. And I watched enough reality TV to know that sometimes they'll make you look a certain way. And I didn't want to be one of those people. Like I was real worried about my image. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be made to look crazy and stupid and all that. Fast forward to the day. Look how I look. So I mean, I was real worried about that. And so I kept procrastinating. Like I didn't want to be on the show. So she would ask every other day, did you email the show yet? And I used to be like, man, I'll do it at some point in time. But I never really wanted to. And then finally one day I just had some free time and I said, let me just do this so she can shut up the next time she called. Like I was gonna do it just so I could say I did it and they never responded back. So it could be left alone. And lo and behold, I did it. I told them my story and sent 10 pictures each of me and Nicole. And then I got a call 10 minutes later from a,
2 minutes later,
yeah,
damn.
from a New York phone number. I almost didn't pick up the phone because I didn't recognize it, but I just picked it up and it was somebody from Sharp Entertainment, Love After Lockup. I'm hyped, like, oh snap. like I was like, is this like at that point, you ain't really thinking about what's going to happen to you when you're on there. Like, when you get that call, you're excited. Like, all you can think of is the excitement. Like, the TV show that you watch
Yes.
is on the phone with you asking you to be a part of their show. So you ain't thinking about all the shenanigans that might come along with it right that very second. You just excited. Like, I'd never been on TV. That was exciting for me, and I couldn't wait to call Nicole to tell her, or for her to call me so I could tell her.
Oh, wow.
But boy,
So, do you regret anything? Would you do anything different? Would you change anything?
I don't. I don't regret going on that show. Like it left me a lot of things about it left me with a bad taste in my mouth and left me with a disdain for certain, people. But as much as a bad taste was left in my mouth, at the same time, it gave me the exposure. It introduced me to a bunch of new people, new friends. I met my girl because I'm on the show, so it's 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 a gift
Is
and a
a day
curse.
out even? Does it balance for you? Is it worth it?
I regret certain things. Like I regret telling them about the toy I had because I didn't know they was gonna have me put it on TV. Like I regret that.
Like, could you not have said no to that? Like,
I mean, well, I don't know. Like, see, here's the thing. Like, I've heard a lot of cast members lately say that you don't have to do certain things. But in my experience, I wasn't. They kind of made me feel like I did. Like, there's a lot of that stuff I didn't want to do and say because it was stupid and it was gonna make me look stupid, and I knew that. And I was like, why would I do that? That don't even make sense. But whenever I would refuse, I would keep getting reminded, you under contract, we're paying you. So I was just
yeah.
like, whatever, man, let's just do it. Like, but doing it for so long now, and I now know that yeah, you don't got to do certain stuff. And if I would have known that, I would have refused a lot of that stuff. Like,
Wow. So do you feel like they like pulled one over on you, and like do you feel like you were taken
it's
advantage of by the production and producers at all?
it's a little bit of production. It's a little bit of self-inflicted myself, like not being privy to stuff, and it's a little bit of the people who I was involved with. It's everybody plays a part. I can't blame it all on production. Can't blame it all on them. I can blame
Yes.
myself too because there's a lot of things I could have did differently that I didn't do. So
Yes.
everybody play a part. But come on, man, like
Now, how did your mom feel? Shout out to moms because she is just awesome. I love your mom. Um, how did she feel when you first told her you were going on the show?
boy, what is wrong with you? She didn't. She didn't care for it. She didn't want to be on the show herself. Nor did I want her to be on the show. It was production pushing that. Like because my mom doesn't care for the camera, which is why she don't have social media or nothing. My mama don't care for that type of stuff. I didn't
Hmm.
want her on the show because I know how my mom is. So I felt like that was
Yes.
gonna be embarrassing to me. So I was like, no, we don't need my mama. But they were, no, we gotta have your mom and this and this. And she wasn't willing to do it freely.
Mm.
So they had to compensate her. And they
Oh,
did.
of course.
And I believe that they're glad that they did because she became fairly popular. And it's just because she's herself. Like what you see on that screen of my mama is all real. Anytime you see my mama on the screen, whatever scene she was on was real. Like when that first scene with my mom where we're in the kitchen and I'm telling her about Nicole and she's on what? That was real. That was all real. Matter of fact, the cameraman, when we got done, put down the camera. He was like, "Man, I'm scared for Nicole to meet your mom." I said, "I know, right?" Or the scene where she actually met my mom, that was real. That was her first and only time ever meeting my mom.
Woo.
And yeah,
I would have wanted that to be the only time
that was a
too.
whole real scene. And then, of course, me pulling up on her with Zach. I just recently revealed something about even though it did happen, that happened for real. That very same night that she met my mom, it wasn't caught on camera.
Oh,
What you seen on the show was basically us reenacting what happened,
okay.
and it was pretty much exactly like it. It was so fresh in my mind because we basically shot that scene the very next night.
Oh my
So it
goodness.
was so fresh in my mind. I didn't want to see Nicole. Like that scene where we're in the car and I'm driving. I said, "Yeah, mom's and I feel like y'all got along great." Everybody thought I was stupid as hell for saying that. I felt stupid because I already knew. Like, you could see the look on Nicole's face because she already knew what was about to happen when we pulled up.
Yes.
The only difference is I threw a lot more stuff out of my car, and that's about it. But I pretty much remember what I said verbatim, so that's why it came out so good. I remember the whole incident verbatim. Like, we shot that scene with my mom. The film crew left. My mom left. Nicole and I stayed here together. She wanted to go get a drink. I took her to a bar. I seen her on her phone texting somebody. I seen Zach is typing on her Snapchat. So I knew who she was talking to. I just didn't say it. And then she wanted to go home fairly early, which wasn't like her. So I was already suspicious. And then when I dropped her off, she sat there. And so that's when I pulled off and I was on my way home. Just like I said on the show, someone just told me to turn around. Like, someone just said, turn your ass around, bro. And so that's when I turned around and went right there where I was at. And sure enough, Buddy pulled up and basically what you seen on TV was what happened.
Oh my goodness.
But I had quit that night. For real. Like, once I actually called her, I called production and said, I'm done with this shit. I don't want to do it no more. I done seen her. I'm done. I quit. Like, I don't want to do this. I ain't filming no more. And then they basically called me blowing up my phone and basically talked me into continuing and talked me into redoing that scene because they said I told the story so good they can just vision it in their head. So.
I mean, to just imagine having to redo something like that's insane. I could not.
Because I called her that night and then I didn't speak to her the rest of the night. I didn't see her all day that next day until they brought her over here for us to continue. And then they wouldn't even let me see her until we actually had to do the scene or until we had to get in my car and drive. Like, I put on the face. I put on a smile that scene because I was mad as hell.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you have the most, I don't even know what type of luck to call it with situations. Like, you are just a victim of circumstances sometimes.
I mean, I kind of do it to my own self sometimes too. Because I mean, I do got people in my corner.
You seem to give your lot of self. Now, I don't feel you take responsibility, but you seem to say it in the fact of you blame yourself. Why is that?
I don't know. I blame myself for a lot of things. I'm just one of them people that I'm not afraid of humility. And when I do something wrong or when I know I'm dead ass wrong for something, I don't know. I feel like I'm to blame for a whole lot of situations. I mean, I know it ain't always all me, but I just feel like sometimes you got to take responsibility for certain things because there's certain incidents where I could have gotten myself out of, or even with the stuff with the bloggers and all that mess. A lot of that was because of me, like was because I just was opening up to everybody because I just am one of those people when I get frustrated about something or anything, I just need to vent. And sometimes whoever is there that will listen, I'll talk. And that's the mistake that I make sometimes is letting too many people into my circle. And then I get to talking about personal stuff that don't need to be talked about with everybody, such as relationship, like stuff with my relationship. Like, don't no woman want to hear about her man discussing their relationship with everybody. Like, my best friend Derek is one thing, but when I go from Derek to, some other cast members and then bloggers on top of that, because I'm just easygoing and nice, and then these people will come DM me acting like they my friend, and then I get comfortable with them and want to, talk to them. Then I would give them certain information because, hey, I like you, I'm cool with you, I respect you, or I look at you as a mother figure or something like that. So I'm gonna open up to you and tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the hugest mistakes I ever made. And also, getting too friendly with my exes again. and opening up to them and giving
That's always a bad thing,
Mhm.
Daonte,
So
okay? That's
it's
always a bad thing.
it's a lot of mistakes that are self-inflicted with me, and it took going through a lot for me to realize that, and for me to realize that these people ain't all your friends. Like a lot of the times, it's all about clicks and views and who can get you on a channel the fastest. Like, cause all these interviews and stuff I was doing for these bloggers, I was just doing it, coming on their channel just because they was asking me to. I don't get paid for none of this.
Right.
I get a little bit of exposure, but that's it. But for the most part, I'm helping out y'all channel. Like it's these two women that I know you know who I'm talking about. But these motherfuckers here, one of them in particular, because one of them is wishy washy with me. One of them will go on an attack with me with the rest of everybody, and
Mm-hmm.
then hit me up, texting me after the fact, apologizing, telling me how much they like me, and please don't tell the other two that I text you. Like, but the other one is petty and messy and wants to be liked, and I only know this because the other one tells me this stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
got bullied and wants to be liked, and I feel some type of way about that particular person because that person was always in my DMs bothering me, texting me, I'm your friend, this and this. But all the while, I got told from somebody that she apparently looks up to that this woman don't like me and has never really liked me. And I always held that in the back of my mind. I never told her, but I knew. So I was always like, hesitant with her. And I think that's what made turn her off from me. But it's just
Mm,
the fact that they went on an attack of my woman who ain't on the show, don't have nothing to do with the show, don't care about being on camera. All because some people got upset because, and well, out of respect for my girl, I'm not going to put her business out there. That's why I never did it to begin with.
yes.
But all because I chose not to display something that I had just found out about on my own, a week prior. So I'm
Right.
not going to discuss nothing with y'all that I'm just processing my damn self.
That's your
Plus, it ain't no,
business. Yes.
plus it ain't really no one's business because she is not a part of this. She might have got herself involved in a little bit of things when it came to, my falling out with Lindsay and all that. She kind of included herself a little bit, but at the end of the day, she ain't a part of this and don't care to be. You know what I'm saying? She ain't all about that. That's why a lot of times when I'm on my social media, she'll come on camera with me sometimes, but it
Mm-hmm.
really ain't her thing. This is my thing. So I got offended by that because why go after her? Because she's attached to me. That's it.
Yes.
That is the only reason to go after her, and because you want all the mess on your channel because you think people are gonna come over there and view it. You go on that channel, them people don't hardly get no views on their videos. The most views they got is the ones with me on it or something
Mm,
about me, other than the occasional interview they do here or there. Like I seen one with Harry that had a lot, and a couple other ones. But for the most part, you go on that channel and look at them views, and you'll see. Then scroll and look at the views with me on it, me on the thumbnail. I had somebody like, cause according to Amber, covers me a lot. Like I love according to Amber, and
uh-huh.
so I always often go in her comment section and will see what people say. Cause like I said, I'm a troll myself, so I like trolling trolls. So there's this one particular individual, I think it's called Russell Brothers Garage or something. Every video I'm on, this person makes the same comment about me calling out those particular individuals because I did a
Mhm.
live video a few weeks back and I had Tyrese and John and Kevin from the show on there, and those bloggers popped up on my live, and I straight said something to them. I said, y'all don't even like me. Why you on my live?
Ooh.
Because don't come on my live being nosy. after you know went and tried to destroy my girl, like try to destroy my relationship, basically, try to destroy my girl and my image, and you fail because I'm still here.
There you go.
Like I don't none of that stuff affect me, and if I really wanted to, I would go on the extreme attack on those folks and that married couple.
Wow.
That fake ass blonde wig on. Let me. Woo! And that slick talking bald head motherfucker. Boy. Oh, I wish I would have never got involved in it. Like, honestly, the one blogger that I keep saying, for whatever reason, there's still a small level of respect. Obviously, I'm not close the way I used to be, but it's still a level of respect that I wish that when I got that phone call to not do that particular interview, that I just wouldn't have did it.
Wow.
Cause I if I'd have known all that was gonna happen, like I wouldn't even have done the interview with her, with Cece. Like I
Uh-huh.
should have just after the season was over with, I should have just left it be and stopped answering my phone for these folks because it became something that's bigger than me, and I became the scapegoat basically, and everybody
Yeah,
wanted to,
see.
yeah.
I
But
mean, yeah, not all bloggers are good bloggers. I will say that. And
nah, these people ain't your friends. There's far few in between that are genuine and really care. But a lot of times these people just want you on their channel so they can get the views because they're the ones getting paid for this. And so
exactly, Erica asks, she says she hopes you're still friends with Auntie. Are you still friends with Auntie?
I don't want to name drop no. That's the one I was talking about where I said it's still a small level of respect there. Are we friends? No, I'm gonna say no. Like I haven't spoke to her since all that. I
I
just
mean,
really
that's fine. Having a level of respect is fine.
I
You
just
know,
haven't said
it's
nothing out the way or disrespectful towards her because there was a point in time I really did care about her and I loved her just like she was my aunt for real. It was like she was a mother figure. So, and she is the one blogger that I used to would tell everything to. Like, she's the one. Like, the other one can sit there and talk that BS and call me out my name. Oh, that little bitch and all this and that. I'm gonna come on. I was about to get on my Instagram live and say, F that lady. And a slick talking bald head ass husband. Like, cause how dare you? Like, how dare you? Then you try to her against me by talking about he told me that I didn't tell you shit, lady. I ain't never talked about that lady like that. Ever. But
hmm
these people gonna believe what they want. Or
Oh,
or
definitely.
if you try to say I sent her a video for her to leak. I got all that whole text thread in my phone. I sent her that video venting to her and telling her I quit because I was mad. I said, I quit. I can't do this no more. She was, oh my God, call me. I'm concerned. I ain't, but she made it seem like he sent me this video and said, can you leak this? I'm like, what the hell is this lady talking about?
Mm, mm,
I ain't
mm.
sent it. I sent it to her just to show it to her, not for her to leak it. The same one with Auntie. Like I didn't send it to her for her to put it out there, but at the time she was upset at what was going on, and I didn't care at the time. I just was like, man, do whatever you want. I was so mad.
Mm-hmm.
That was a mistake.
Oh
But
man, yeah.
I mean, I loved that woman at one point in time. So there was nothing I would have hid from her back then. And she got upset with me too because I didn't disclose my girlfriend's information. But at the same time, I'm just finding about some of this stuff on my own. And at the same time, out of respect for my woman, I don't care how close me and you are, how much respect I got for you. You're not my woman. She is. Don't
Yes.
want her business out there. I ain't gonna put it out there. Like that's for her to tell.
Yes.
All I needed her to explain to me what was going on, cause I didn't know certain things that I felt like I should have known. And when you get yourself involved with a person that's on a television show like that that's real popular, to me, it's important that you disclose certain things because if you don't, somebody's gonna dig up your stuff.
Yeah.
See, the thing about me is it ain't a whole lot to dig up on me because I don't do nothing. So the only thing you can dig up on me is, yeah, I got bills and struggle some. You know what I'm saying? Like financial problems. That's about all you will pull up on me. I ain't got no kids out here. I ain't got no.
How is that credit score lately, Daonte? Is it getting better?
My credit score is fine. That pissed me off. That scene pissed me off. I did not want to do that scene. I did not.
I was like, wow, this is happening.
That was, I'm gonna be honest with you about that. That was a Lindsay idea, and I was never okay with it. And I fussed at her about that.
Why would she want to do that?
Well, because we had talked about that at the time, and she felt like it would be good to put up for, I guess, for drama. But I didn't want that because I'm like, don't put my business out there like that. Like, no. But
Oh my God, really?
that's your phone?
No, that's someone else's phone in the house upstairs.
But she
having no respect for my time right now with you.
I guess she pitched it. I guess she pitched. I guess she told production about it. I don't really know how that came about, but then all of a sudden they wanted to do it, and I didn't. Like, I was uncomfortable with that because don't nobody want their credit score out there.
Yes.
I don't care if it's for television ratings. Like sometimes these people don't understand that we got to live with this stuff. At the end of it all, like they sit there and do all this stuff for ratings, but at the end of the day, man, whatever perception you put out there of us, we got to live with it. Like y'all get to sit behind the scenes and not have to worry about it. We do. And then a person like me that's easygoing and pretty much will go along to get along. Like I feel like people like me and maybe Chaz and Sean and people like that that's easygoing, we get taken advantage of a lot and exploited a lot because we don't say nothing. Like I don't always be vocal and put my foot down. And so that gave them a lot of room to want to play with me until lately I've been getting too vocal. I mean, enough. You can only take so much, man. Like, I mean,
yes.
Like I'm a black man on top of all this. So I'm gonna get judged 10 times harder, especially by my own people. And those are the ones that get on me the most, my own people. Like whether they got to do with the white girls or whatever the case may be, like it be your own people the majority of the time, man. Like,
I mean, you can't help who you love, right?
Yeah.
That be your thing. It's your thing. It's okay.
I've never, everybody swears up and down, I don't like black women and I will only date white girls and this, that, and the third.
Have you dated black women? Let them know. Have you dated black women before at all?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
I have dated black women, white women, Latino women, Asian women. I'll date an indigenous woman if I ever meet one. I don't care. I used to be engaged. My first engagement was to an Asian woman. It's just that the majority of my girlfriends have either been white or Latina, but I've never said that I won't date black girls. I don't like black girls or nothing like that. A lot of the black girls that I had messed around with just wasn't all that photogenic and didn't want to be on photos and all that. And quite frankly, I'm the type of person that I get resentful when I feel like you trying to control me too much or you trying to tell me what to do too much. So the more and more people try to force this on me, you need a black woman and this, that, and the third. The more you force it on me, the more I go against the grain and do the opposite. That's just how I operate. Like, I don't know why. That's just how I am. If you don't let it happen naturally, I'm gonna go against the grain.
That's very well understood. Yes. So, how is your relationship right now with you and Cece? First of all, how did y'all meet?
So Cece and I met off of Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like I I met Cece back in like late October last year, November. She was one of the girls that DM me around that time that I was interested in. I was dating Lindsay around that time, but Lindsay was in prison, and we had an arrangement where I let her keep her prison girlfriend, and she was letting me sleep around with other women while I was out there on the outside.
Wow.
Well, it was that was done because she saw how I had stayed faithful to Nicole for so long, and I told her, listen, man, I'm on TV, right? Like I'm about to be on TV and about to get a whole lot of attention. I do want to be with you, but I ain't trying to hold myself back this time. Like I want to explore this, experience this. And she was cool with it. She understood as long as I let her keep her girl. So, and the only deal I had to make with her was don't catch feelings for nobody and don't make no babies. That was it. And then when she comes out, that stops. And I was cool with it. So when I met Cece, I met her through Facebook. She DM'd me, complimenting my body. And
love to show. As you can see in the bottom picture on the left right there.
Yeah. And I was into her. I thought she was fine. And I was like, oh, yeah, I want to talk to her. And we talked for a little bit and exchanged numbers. I just hadn't told her that I was dating Lindsay yet. Because that's the thing I would do with all those women that I was sleeping with. I told them all that I was dating Lindsay before we ever did anything. So I would let them determine whether they still wanted to do something with me or not.
Okay.
And a lot of them still would. So, but with her, I hadn't told her yet because I wouldn't usually say nothing until I knew for a fact that I was going to come meet you in person or that we was going to meet each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get a chance to tell her because then it came out on the New Year's special that me and Lindsay was dating. So once she found out about that, she fell back for a while, understandably. So
yes.
When me and Lindsay started to fall out, basically when I got on social media, basically when I left Mississippi, which is something else I might as well reveal. What you seen on that show, me and Lindsay first meeting each other, that wasn't our actual first time meeting.
What?
We met, she jumped in my arms and all that. It felt like the first time, like the emotions was real, but we had already seen each other. I had already done. We met off camera for the first time. Lindsay got out so abruptly, just out the blue. I wasn't expecting her until March. And she just got out early. And I was one of the first people she called. And so I drove, like, the first thing I did was call production. Like, what am I supposed to do? She's out. And we filming this? Like, what's going on? And they was, yeah, get down there right now. And so I got on the road and drove down there. And, they got to COVID test you before they film you. And
right.
What happened was her mom, Brenda, they was COVID testing her and she came back positive. So because of that, the film crew couldn't make it. But I was already on the way there and I wasn't turning back. So they just let me go ahead, go down there. So we actually got to meet each other for the first time off camera. I actually have that footage somewhere because I recorded it. And then, because it's in like my box photo because I had to send that to them. And
you can't show us that.
I can't. I don't think I can put that out right now. But
how long is your contract? Is it up anytime soon, at least?
I believe, and that's another funny thing that you mentioned my contract, because them mofos tried to say, he doesn't have a contract, and he's fired, and this and this. I said, they so full of shit. I'm still on the contract. I think it's up until, I believe I was told the last episode, like a year to the last episode you was on, which that would be October 14th for me. That's the reason why I haven't really started a YouTube channel yet, for real, because I know I'm not free to talk the way that I really want to talk.
Yes.
Because I'll become a blogger and take all the views. For For real. I will become a blogger
I
and
was
take over.
wondering now, like you could do a podcast and everything when you're able to, like
Who,
you could
who
blow it
better
up.
who better to review Love After Lockup than somebody that's been on it? I can look at that show and pinpoint everything that's the shenanigans and what's real. Like that's
Exactly, and people will tune in for that.
yeah. I
That
mean, who
would be
better than
dope.
somebody that knows the ins and outs of the show? Me. So yeah.
Yes,
I already got a presence. I got a huge following, so it's only a matter of time.
that would be dope.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Word. But with me and CC, basically once I got on social media and seen Lindsay making out with Blaine, because that's really how we fell out, because I saw that. I got mad, that's when, like I said, that's when I went on my Instagram and said F love and all that. And then everybody was blowing up my phone, including that blogger. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I got out. And then I tried to, even Lindsay was blowing me up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I tried to stay myself, even though I was going through it. When I'm on social media, I don't like to let people see me sad or going through it. I don't like to give people that satisfaction. So I just tried to remain myself. And I got on my Facebook Live and was trying to just be my normal self. But you could see it was something bothering me in my face. And
Yes.
Cece just happened to be in my comment section. And so I saw her and she said, call me when you're done. And so I did. And then we caught up and I told her everything that had been going on, with Lindsay and all that. Because what also happened, which I have never revealed, well, sort of, but while I was down, when I went up there to finally film with Lindsay, we basically filmed the scene where I met Blaine for the first time and the whole TC thing, and then us going to the Airbnb and doing it. And then after that, filming stopped because then Lindsay had COVID.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
basically, she was coughing all night that night. I ended up taking her to the ER, and we found out she had COVID. And so
Oh,
I spent the rest of the time there quarantined with Lindsay, taking care of her. Like I had to carry her to and from the bathroom because she could barely walk. I was basically her caretaker, and then I
yeah.
had to leave. So we had to halt filming for quite a while. So by the time I got back, we were pretty much done, but we had to continue. So some of that stuff got real. Like when we were out there on the street arguing, that was real. But it's such a difference. You can see the difference. I was trying to tell people you can see the difference. Like that scene where me and her are laying in the bed together talking about my credit score and all that. You can see how spread apart we are on that bed. And the hickey that she had on her neck is gone. That's because
Ah,
that's because so much time we had that wasn't the, you know what I mean? We just had to pick
yeah.
up where we left off, basically.
Oh
So
wow.
so with that being said, Cece told me, I know you got to go down there and finish filming because I told her I wasn't done. And she said, so go take care of whatever it is you need to take care of. And if you come back single, I'll be here. Sure enough, I went down there and filmed, and then we got into that whole mess outside, and I came back single. And CC was here in Virginia pretty much the next day. And we met each other in person the first time, did our thing together. We didn't officially become a couple until April. But
Okay.
we were, but yeah, that's pretty much how we came together. Been together since then. And it's been, up and down somewhat,
As every relationship
like I
does.
said, a lot of that is I'm to blame for that. But we doing all right now. Like we got through a lot. And we've always stuck by each other's side. Like that's one thing I love so much about CC is that no matter what, that motherfucker will go to war with me. I ain't never had nobody that'll back me like that. Like for the longest time, it was always me against everybody else. And now
Mm-hmm.
I got somebody in my corner that will ride with me no matter what we go through, she'll still ride with me, and I love the hell out of her for that.
So you feel like you found your Bonnie to your Clyde, huh?
Yeah, like she's shown me that when times get rough and things don't always go the way you want them to, she won't just bail. Like a lot of these girls would just bail. She won't just bail. And I love that. And she's also opened my eyes and showed me stuff about myself that I didn't realize before. She's shown me that I too can be selfish sometimes. She showed me that I kind of, can sometimes come across like I'm playing victim even when I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like she's also shown me that you can't trust everybody. So we help each other a lot. Like we really do balance each other because there's stuff that she's privy to that I'm not, and then there's stuff that I'm privy to that she's not. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely have that balance. She's better. She's
Love
better
that.
at. She's better with finances than me. I'm better at. I don't want to say I'm better at life decisions, certain life decisions, but I guess I kind of am to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? So we balance each other out. And now we living together, so we now are learning each other on a daily basis. Living with each
Oh,
other every day.
and how would you say that's going out of a 10 being the best right now?
Probably about an 8 right now.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's a good sign. That's good.
I
I
mean,
wish
I
y'all the
developed,
best. I hope it works out for everything.
I developed a relationship with her kids. Like her son likes me. Her daughters love like her daughter the other day told her, "You better not never take me away from Daonte. He's like he means so much to be like a father." I couldn't believe that. I was like, "What?"
Oh,
That touched me a lot. Like,
oh.
and the dog loved me to death. I said, "Boy, I get more love from the dog than anybody."
Yes, I see you posted the dog, your new best friend.
He'd be so
What's
excited to
the
see
dog's
me.
name?
Draco.
Draco.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of how Cece and I became a thing. And like I said, it's been rocky in certain, somewhat, especially with all the mess that was going on beforehand and things that I was doing behind the scenes because I wasn't innocent. Like I've already admitted that I
Now,
had a
how
part.
does Derek and your mom feel about Cece?
They like her. Derek,
Good.
they're always gonna be opinionated because that's just who they are. But
Hmm.
they like her for me, especially Derek. and,
Oh,
and
great.
and when Derek,
That says a lot.
yeah,
If you
my
pass the
mama,
test with him, that's a good thing.
yeah,
But
like I
mom,
said,
you think she's coming around?
yeah,
She's
it take my
good.
mom a little bit longer, but my mama had her cooking like wanted to cook collard greens and all that. It
Okay.
take my mom a little
You
bit
gotta learn
longer
how
to
to
come.
feed a baby now.
It take my mom a little bit longer to come around because my mama is so used to being. I don't want to say depending on me because she's not, but my mom is just so used to always me being by myself, and I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes my mama has sometimes made me the pseudo father figure of the family because I'm the oldest son, and then I make the most money out of all of my family. So a lot of the burden falls on my shoulders. So sometimes when somebody else comes along, your mama or somebody might feel a little bit threatened. But my mama understands, like me and her have had some heart to hearts, and I've had to make my mama understand that I'm a 35-year-old grown man. I don't need nobody to hold my hand in life and my relationships. And I don't need, because my mom has a habit. I don't tell my mom a whole lot, to be honest with you. Like, I love my mom to death and we got a relationship. But as far as my business goes, I keep a lot of my business from my mom. because my mom can be very much opinionated, and sometimes it'll trigger me, and then we'll get to going at it, and I don't want that type of relationship with my mom. So, and my mom is kind of stuck in her ways, and sometimes you just can't convince certain people of certain things. They're so accustomed to certain things, they might not necessarily be willing to accept or change certain things. So with that being said, sometimes with my mom, I'll keep my distance and just not tell her everything. And that bothers her because she does want a relationship with all four of her kids. And we're all four different people. Like I always tell my mom, you keep trying to force this family thing, and the more you force it, the more we go against the grain because we are all different
So
people.
y'all all like that? Y'all all go against the grain with force?
We just are our own people. Like we all want our own lives and our own. Like me and my siblings ain't even that close no more. Like
Now we seen your sister once, and
yeah,
we always see you post with your niece and nephew,
yeah.
with is adorable. They are the cutest, and I
They're my
do follow
babies.
your sister.
Those are my babies. Yeah. Yeah. My sister
Yes.
Brit. I would say my sister Brittany and I probably. I ain't even gonna say that. Me and my little brother Jamoy are the closest, pretty much. Even though we done became a tad bit distant, but it's just because I done got too busy. And he's grown now. He's 18, so he like to do his own thing.
Right.
But behind Jamoy, I think me and my sister Brittany, the one with the kids, are the closest. And we didn't used to be like that. Me and Brittany used to go at it, Jack, because I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest, and my mama used to make me the disciplinary one because I'm 10 years older than Brittany, so I used to be hard on them. It
Oh.
was necessary though because these girls would get off the chain. So there was a resentment for me for a while, but lately, Brittany's grown now. I'm 35, she's 25. She's got 3 kids. She's calmed down a lot. She lived right down the street from me, so we're a lot
Oh, that's
closer.
sweet. Aw.
Now my other sister, I have another sister named Alexis, who
Mm-hmm.
people have never really seen or barely see because she refuses to have a relationship with me or my mom or any of us really. She's the one sibling that just
Now, where does she rank? How old is she?
21.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to dig too much into the family business, but
That's understandable.
she grew a certain resentment towards me because like I said, I was the disciplinary one and she was being very much disrespectful to my mom. Like when she turned 18, she thought that couldn't nobody tell her nothing.
Mm.
And and she could not wait to mouth off to me and everybody else. And so she got to a point where she got real disrespectful with my mom. And my mama basically told her she had to go and she refused. I said, you don't want to go? Fine, I'm gonna help you. And I went upstairs and threw all her stuff outside. Like that's how ruthless I got. And so she always had a resentment. This was 6, 7 years ago, and still to this day. Well, she's 21, so 4 years ago, and still to this day, is this resentment towards me. And then me and her dad have never gotten along. Like her
Mm.
and my brother have the same dad, so we've
Okay.
never gotten along. And that's who she takes after the most, and that's who she calls the most. Whenever somebody tells her something, she go call on her punk ass daddy like he's supposed to do something to me. Like I ain't scared of the dude. I ain't liked him. He came around when I was 13. I didn't like him then. I don't like him now. And now I'm a lot more vocal and I ain't scared to tell him. So
So
that's
y'all never had a good relationship? It was never good with y'all?
my sister or her dad.
Or the dad?
No, he came along when I was a young teenager, and I did not like how he was treating my mom. He basically took advantage of my mom. Never worked nowhere. Still to this day, as far as I know, he never had no job. Like he just, yeah, he did. My mom was really in love with him, like for real in love with him. Got 2 kids. They was there together over 10 years, but I just never cared for him. And it got to a point where once I got older, 18, and I moved out and on my own and became a Marine and all that, where we kind of started to get along because I wasn't there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of things I didn't like about him. My sister Brittany, he kind of was mistreating her because that wasn't his child, so it was a whole lot of things. But then when that stuff happened with my other sister, who is his child, he got to, you know, coming at my mom a certain type of way and talking about me. I told him, I straight called him or text him and told him because he went on to talking all this trash about me to my mama. I said, no, bro, you know my number. You can call me. You ain't got to call my mama. And so, yeah, we just never had a good relationship. Like, never.
Well, that's cool. I mean, she seems to know what's good for you. You seem to know what's good for her.
Yeah. But so with my mom, I just keep my business.
That's cute. Well, okay, so I want to ask you some fun questions before we wrap this up so we can leave it on a light note. And it's
Yeah.
just fun stuff. So, do you sleep with the TV on or the fan on?
You know what? I sleep with the fan on. I can't sleep without the fan, even if it's cold. I just need to hear the noise. I don't know why. The TV, not necessarily, unless I just fall asleep playing the game or something.
So not the TV. Okay.
Nah.
Not necessarily. Okay. What movie can you recite word from word?
Haha.
Or the most word from word?
Shoot. A whole lot on probably the Temptations, Juice.
You can do those? What? I've
that one.
seen Juice a lot of times, and my sister always gets on me for always watching that. But Juice is my show, but I cannot recite that, I don't think.
That one Tupac scene where Omar
At the
Epps.
locker?
Yeah. He's like,
That's my favorite scene.
we had his hood on. He said, "What's up?" And you know what? I remember you said that the first time. I thought you was tripping, but you know what? I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steel. I don't give a fuck about Raheem neither. I don't give a fuck about myself. I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit. And you even less of a man than me. So when I feel like it's your time, I remember.
Damn!
I'm the one y'all need to be worried about, partner. And then he throw on that hoodie. Now the Temptations, I used to know that movie word for word. I used to watch that movie so much. That's why I became such a huge old school music fan. Pretty much was from the Temptations, and that was based off of my dad because he got me into that.
Okay, because that was one of my other questions. The Temptations or the Five Heartbeats?
Well, it got to be the Temptations because the Five Heartbeats ain't real. Even though I love
Which
Eddie
is a
Kane
shame. It's not fair.
You know I love Eddie Kane Jr. Can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane Jr. Or Big Red. My office hours are from 9 to 5. Yeah. Or
Period.
Bad Boys. I can recite that too because that's my favorite movie.
What one?
Bad Boys.
Oh,
Martin
one, the first one?
Yeah, where it was like
I probably could do Bad Boys.
that
I
guy was
think
like,
I
that guy
could.
was like, back up off me, man. Okay, I'm doing an illegal favor for you. This is what I got put in jail for in the first place. So you back up off me. And then Martin's like, man, if you don't sit your lanky ass down, bottom line, I will knock you the fuck out. That's like my favorite line.
I will watch that every time it comes on TV. For
Yeah.
real. No, for real. Okay, what do you like on your pizza?
Meat.
All
Straight
meat, meat
Yep.
lovers.
Yep.
You don't do the pineapple, the
I,
olives,
I
the
can't
onions,
stand
green pepper.
I can't stand pineapple.
I don't understand that
I'm one of
concept.
I'm one of the few black people that don't eat watermelon.
You don't eat watermelon?
I can't stand watermelon.
What?
I don't eat cantaloupe. I don't eat
I
mango.
don't eat cantaloupe.
And I'm from I lived in South Florida for a long time, so they eat mangoes and stuff down there. I don't eat that. I don't eat
What fruit do you eat?
apples, oranges, strawberries, grapes, bananas.
Okay, I guess that's the
Peach,
regular stuff.
peaches, plums, you know.
Like pears?
Yeah, I eat pears. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like the regular pears or do you like the canned ones with in the syrup?
I like the regular pears, like the ones you bite
Yes,
with the apple. Yeah.
that's the best. Okay, Biggie or Tupac?
Pac. I'm a diehard Tupac. That is my favorite rapper of all time.
I already knew the answer to that.
I
And what
respect.
is your favorite top three Tupac songs?
Woo! I like a lot of his songs. You making me pick a top three.
Okay, I'll give you
I,
five then. Five.
all right. So Brenda's got a baby. Keep your head up. Uh, it's this song I like with Tupac, Ice Cube, and Ice T called "Last Words." I like "Until the End of Time." I want to say "Hit 'Em Up," but I don't want to say that. I'm gonna throw "Dear Mama" in there. Keep it
Oh
light.
yes. You gotta have the Dear Mama in there.
And
That's
honorable mention to the song "Trapped" because I like that too.
trap.
And I get around. Like I can name so many of his songs. "Ambitions of a Rider," like "To Live and Die in L.A." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I go
I
on
mean,
and on
yes,
and on.
Tupac is endless,
Him and Michael
basically.
Jackson. He's my favorite singer. Michael Jackson is my like Tupac's my favorite rapper. Michael Jackson's my favorite singer. I don't care what nobody say about Mike. He would in my mind, he's not that type of person.
Me neither.
He would never.
Me
I don't think Michael Jackson would ever harm a kid. He has a heart too big like mine. So that
yes.
and he was a genuine person. Like he would give you the clothes off his back. That's the type of guy he was. I respected the hell out of Michael Jackson, and I cried when he passed away. I remember
Yes.
I was in the Marine Corps when that happened, and
Oh,
the Marines was making fun of it. Like the what? Excuse my language, but
it's okay. We cuss over
some
here.
of them white guys I was out there with were pretty, they didn't care for certain people and they didn't care for Michael Jackson. They thought that it was funny that he passed away. And I was like, are y'all crazy? This is the greatest entertainer of all time. Ain't nobody ever outsold Michael Jackson. And then they was like, oh, well when who was it? When George Strait dies, I want to see this all over the news. I said, don't nobody know no goddamn George Strait. I said, Michael Jackson is an international superstar. It's people that don't even speak English that know his songs. Come on, man.
Exactly.
But that's one of the artists that I have always had respect for. Him, Tupac. I look up to him. Barack Obama, look up to him. Robin Williams was my favorite actor. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Wow.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of I respect him. My favorite actor.
Oh, that is my favorite wrestler. Back when I used to watch Cozy Boston, yes.
I got WWE Network just so I can look at all that attitude era stuff. That's so I can look at Stone Cold and The Rock and all of them.
Do you respect The Rock as an actor?
Yeah,
Do you like
yeah.
his acting? You can dig him. Some people don't.
I want to be in a movie with him. That is my dream, to be in a movie alongside The Rock. Like I watched Black Adam. I thought it was good. I ain't crazy about all The Rock's movies, but I watched some of them and he's The Rock. I followed him when he was Rocky Maivia in 1996 with that Jerry curl on the top of his head. His
Oh,
debut
not
in
the Jerry girl.
WWE. So yeah, he's The Rock. He's the most famous movie star out there right now. So yeah, I want to be on the movie with him. I want to be on Law and Order SVU. As one of the new detectives. Like I got so many ambitions and dreams. So I was happy to be
That's
able to get
dope.
the platform so people can recognize me and see me.
I like that.
But
Okay.
if this is the end, I'm cool with it. I'm content. Like it's never been the end all be all for me. Like everybody think I would be so devastated if I never came back. I wouldn't give a damn. Like my cash flow don't never stop. I'm always gonna have some money and a job. I'm pretty okay right now with my life. So if
Yeah.
if I'm never on the TV screen again, I'll be okay. Like obviously this is my passion. You see how comfortable I am on camera, but it ain't gonna make me no difference. So.
So say we called and wanted to do a spinoff of you and Cece. Do you think she would do that if it was her and you and no one else? Or would you even want to do that?
Oh, absolutely, I would do it. I would like to think that she would. I mean, it's an opportunity, you know. We TV, see, everybody like to blame we for all the stuff. Like, it's not we. We TV is just the network. It's Sharp Entertainment that runs that show.
Okay.
We TV just kind of make whatever final decisions they want. Like if they want a certain cast member back on the show, if production don't want to work with them, sometimes it ain't up to them.
Got it.
Because I'm pretty sure they didn't want to work with Destiny again, but I guarantee you that was We TV. So
yeah, I bet. I can see that.
Yeah.
So who is your favorite superhero?
Batman. That's why I got
so that totally debunks my next question, and I was gonna ask Superman or Batman.
All day long, Batman.
Batman.
And then
I kind of thought you'd choose that. Who is played the best Batman out of all Batman movies?
In my opinion,
what is your favorite one?
In my opinion, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
That is
Ben Affleck is your favorite one?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, obviously Michael Keaton will always be Batman, but Ben Affleck is my Batman.
Okay. And you know it was supposed to redo, Batman, but they just pulled it that they're not going to do it now.
Yeah, I'm so upset that they just took Henry Cavill. He's not Superman no more. So I'm like, God, come on, man. Like I enjoy
with Superman and with Batman too. Michael Keaton was gonna come back and do Batman, and they pulled it.
Oh yeah, he is on that Flash movie as Batman. I thought they were still gonna air that.
Nope, they said they pulled it a couple days ago. I seen that. They said they pulled it.
It's just like I was excited to see that. Like I do like those comic movies. Like I'm excited to see Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania because I want to see Jonathan Majors as the villain, as Kang the Conqueror.
Dope. So here's another Freddy or Jason?
Ooh, that's hard. I guess Freddy because he's more entertaining. But like when I watched Freddy versus Jason, I wanted Jason to win. So, but Freddy's just more entertaining. Like you get more substance with Freddy because he talks.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the favorite dish that your mom makes?
Ooh, my mama make a lot of good. I'm probably her.
Your mama look like she can throw down.
Yes. You know what? I was gonna say spaghetti, but you know what I like that my mama used to make for me all the time?
If she put a plate in front of you, what you want to see on that plate? It could be a variety of things. What you want on that plate?
Oh shit, collard greens. Nah, but the one thing I used to love that people gonna think is disgusting, but I don't care. Chitlins.
You like chitlins?
With hot sauce and vinegar. I'm from the South, so yeah, I'd tell me some chitlins.
Oh, vinegar too? Okay, I've never heard people put the vinegar on it. Oh my goodness.
I don't care what part of the pig they came from. I don't see it. I just eat it. That's it. I'm sorry. I like my chitlins. I'm from the South.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, I don't like chitlins, hot sauce, or vinegar. So that was just a triple threat to me right now.
Oh, wow. You black and you don't like hot sauce?
I know, right? Don't tell nobody. I know. I'm not proud. I'll tell you that. I'm not proud. I don't like hot stuff at all, actually. I don't like spicy stuff. Period.
We wouldn't get along. That's all I like, spicy stuff.
Okay. Okay, toilet paper, over or under? Toilet paper, over or under?
What you mean about over or under?
You don't know about toilet paper brigade in this world, Daonte?
How do I wipe? I'm confused with that question.
Okay, when the toilet paper is on the roll, Do you like it coming over, or do you like to reach under and grab it? How do
Oh,
you put it on? It's an actual thing in this world. You've never heard about this? This is a
no,
serious thing that couples go through in life.
over there. Yeah,
Yes.
over.
Over.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, who would play you? Who would you want to play you in a biopic?
Oh Lord, me? Dang, I'm
In your,
trying to think of what actor even looked like me. That's younger than me, because Eddie
well,
Murphy too old.
you know how people can still, even though they don't look like you, they can make themselves look like you. Who do you think has the pizzazz to do that?
Maybe I don't even know. I don't know if you've seen Stranger Things, but there's a black kid on there. Maybe he could. I don't
I
know.
know that kid you're talking about.
Yeah, he was on the New Edition movie too. Maybe he could.
Oh, yo, okay.
He younger, So yeah, I can see him doing it.
New Edition or Belle Biv DeVoe?
New Edition. I mean, they BBD came from there, so I was New Edition. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. What do you think of the Kanye shenanigans these days?
It's funny how when it's what's funny about that when that stuff happened, I was like, damn, because it all happened around the same time I was going through my stuff, so I was like, damn, I feel like Kanye West right now. Everybody coming for me, just to a lesser extent. Kanye is a unique individual. Like he's very intelligent. He might not act like it, but he know what he be talking about. It's just the way he goes about stuff. Like I ain't gonna necessarily say I agree with him with a lot of his sentiments because I don't. But it's just certain things that you just don't say. Like you don't just attack. Just it's just certain groups of people that you just don't like. That's just like if somebody was to say something about black folks and how sensitive we are. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's certain people that side with him. Like it's certain people that I listen to that's like he's right. Those are Zionists, because people differentiate like Jewish people between Zionists and Orthodox.
Hmm?
And then some people say, or unorthodox, and then some people say that black folks are really the Jews, like we really the Hebrews. I try not to get into that stuff. Like I get
You
along
try
with
to stay away
everybody.
from that.
Politics and religion are one of those things I really don't like to touch.
Uh-huh.
So Kanye, I man, it was sad to see like a black man that got that far up just to be torn down like that. But a lot of it's self-inflicted.
Yeah. So does he have your vote for A24?
Nah, man. Nah. I don't take him serious when he talk about that stuff. I wouldn't vote for him. I wouldn't vote for that clown that's trying to run again. That lost the first time. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Biden ain't even perfect, but I would rather have him over Kanye or that clown, that orange face clown.
True that.
And then you got Herschel Walker out here acting a fool, making black people look right crazy. I'm like, why is you running for Senate, dude?
I don't know. It's purely political entertainment for
Oh my
people at
God.
this point.
I saw a vampire in a werewolf. And I thought, man, I want to be a werewolf. When Barack Obama got on him about that, that was the funniest thing I ever seen.
I can't even deal with that madness of Herschel Walker. I really cannot. I just
Yeah,
don't know why they did that. I feel like it's got to be a distraction from something else that we ain't seeing because I
right.
don't understand it. So, who are
And
you close with still throughout the franchise?
that's one of them things that used to get me in trouble because for whatever reason, production hates cast interacting or knowing each other. Like they don't.
What?
It's not all production is just the main person. For whatever reason, they feel like cast members knowing each other, interacting with each other on that particular show, make the show look fake. it make it look like y'all all, I guess, hang out. I think it's bigger than that. I think it's they don't want us talking about money or each other's segments or whatever. But to me, it's
What?
I get singled out the most about that because I get along with a lot of the cast, and
Yeah,
me and Rachel was the first ones to pretty much broadcast that we was friends. So I get singled out the
exactly.
most for
That was
that.
so dope. I posted about that. Yeah.
Well, I get singled out the most for that, and me and the executive producer have exchanged words back and forth because he gets to the point. He's not a bad guy. A matter of fact, he's a genius. I always give him credit for that. I say as much as me and him bump heads, the man is kind of an evil genius. I trust him to make good television, but I don't trust him like that. And I got a certain level of respect for him because he did give me this platform. But at the
Mm,
same time, I'm a grown ass man. Don't come for me like that or talk to me like that the way that he like to talk to people when he mad. You know what I'm saying? And don't
so
keep coming for me when it's like I'm not the only one. I'm just the only one to get singled out the most for. And quite frankly, if I always say, if you ain't gonna put it on paper, I ain't doing nothing wrong. Bottom line, you're not gonna.
point
I
blank.
always tell them because you don't hear from them until they need you. So if you're gonna leave me in the dark and not tell me nothing, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live it until otherwise. And I'm gonna be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. You can't dictate who I'm friends with. Like I don't have to make it public, but I'm gonna be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. And quite frankly, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, it don't make the show look fake. Like how does it? It just look like some of them know each other, which is normal. We're all on the same show. Like if you
You would
can't
think
see
that
the
you
if you can't see
bond.
if you can't see the reception that we get when people do see us together, they like that. Like we get the most
Yeah,
positive receptions. Like I don't understand the issue with it, but they got an issue with it. But
that is crazy.
as far as the ones that I'm still close with, I'm close with a lot of them. Me and Rachel have always been best friends. I'm close with Brittany and Ray. Those are my people.
I
You
love
know,
them.
Tyrese, John, Lacey, John, Shane, Lacey. I've spoke to Sean and Sarah a few times. Gabby, that's my girl. Me and Indy used to be cool. I mean, we still are, but as far as I know, I just haven't talked to her in a long time.
Uh-huh.
Who else? I know a lot of the cast. Angela.
Yeah, see, that's what's up. I mean,
Uh,
you're likable, so you're the type of person that people will want to gravitate toward. You have that energy about you. You
and then
have
that's the
that aura
thing.
about
And then that's the thing because they think that I reach out to all these. I'm like, man, a lot of these people gravitate towards me, and I'm just not. I'm gonna get along with them. If these people are gonna reach out to me, yeah, I'm gonna talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I can name a whole bunch of the cast I'm cool with. Kevin, that's my dog. Like,
you.
on that's
Kevin.
my boy. Yeah.
He's
So,
cool. Well, that's dope. I mean, yeah, you have that. So we will not be seeing you on anything further, it seems. You have got your girl, so there is no
well,
need for us to see you on anything else, right?
I mean, I never say never. Like I said, the last time I spoke with the executive producer was like October, no, late September, and he was cool. Like he wasn't mad. We hadn't talked since Memorial Day. Like the last time I spoke to him on Memorial Day, me and him had some words, but we didn't
Oh,
speak for
okay.
months. But then by the time he hit me up in September, he was cool. He wasn't hostile. He was just checking on me, and he was like, "Hey man, I don't." I had started to become a lot more vocal. So I think that was his attempt to try to calm me down and shut me up until the season was over with. Because I know they probably look at me like I'm a loose cannon now and a ticking time bomb. And, oh, he's a liability. You never know. I know for a fact he said this stuff because, when I was talking to Lindsay all the time, she's close with the guy. So. A lot of stuff
Mm,
I would, and she didn't even have to tell me. I just knew. A lot of times I would be like, I know he say this, that, and the third, and she would just kind of look around like that would give it away that he talks about that. So,
uh-huh.
but I mean, when we did talk, he just was like, I just want you to understand that, you're still a part of this family. We're not done with you. There's other things coming up, and he made sense that he told me this stuff don't last. That makes sense. It's realistic. Like I'm not in a relationship with an inmate.
Right.
So how you gonna utilize me on the show? I'm not with an inmate. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Facts.
he did tell me, there's other things. I got another special coming up and this and this. I said I can do those. Like, whenever you need me, you can hit me
Could
up.
you do kind of something like, how they do the TLC show Pillow Talk?
Yeah,
Could
I
you do
would.
like 90 Day Fiance? Could you do like a Pillow Talk Love After Lockup?
Yeah, I would love to do something like that. Like I would hold something like that.
I
But
think that would be. There's been enough seasons for the fact that they could do that with this show, and I
yeah,
think that's a really dope idea. And I think
yeah,
you and CZ might be good at that. I'm
we
just
could.
saying. I'm just saying. Just put it out there.
I mean, he told me he did tell me though. These things don't last forever, and I get that. I understand that. That's why I don't really make a big deal about none of this stuff. If it happens, it happens, and if it don't, it don't. I'm cool with it. Like I just go with the flow.
That's what's up. That's what we
Uh,
love. Okay, well, this is my last question that I ask everyone that I interview. First, I just want to say thank you again. But first of all, let people know where they can find you on your platform on Instagram and Facebook.
you're looking for me, you can find me on my Instagram. It's at Daonte_love_after_lockup. Eventually, I'm gonna take that title out of my name. I just hadn't done it yet. Uh, my Facebook is just my name, Daonte Rodriguez, which is my middle name, and Sierra, which is my last name.
That's
And
yeah. Now, so my very last question that I always love to ask everyone: what makes you smile, Black man?
what makes you smile, black
What
men?
makes you smile?
Oh, what makes me smile?
Yes.
Oh, well, to be honest with you, a smile is just my natural facial expression. So even when I'm mad, I'm smiling. Like, but what makes me smile is just happiness, being happy. Like my woman make me smile. Like just the opportunities that I've been given make me smile. Even though I might not have done the best of jobs with all the opportunities, just the admiration that you get, and the people that do love you and show their appreciation towards you. I got people out here that look up to me, young guys that look up to me like I'm some kind of hero. I'm like, I'm just a guy on a reality show that looks stupid, but you look up to me, I appreciate it.
You
I,
never know whose life you can change. You just never know.
yeah,
And that's the beauty of it all.
yeah, I guess life just make me happy. Like I don't walk around with a negative mindset. Usually when people see me, I'm upbeat, I'm positive. Even when I am mad, I don't stay mad for very long. And I'm real, like, I don't know, I'm just a laid back, easygoing guy. I make the mistake of sometimes talking too much and running my mouth too much and being too friendly with people, which I've cut back on a whole lot. But that's about it. And I'm a gentle soul until you
Yes, you
mess
are.
with me. Till you mess with me, till you comfort me. You comfort me, then I'm
Yes.
come out and blast your ass. I
You
just ain't
stay
scared.
ready.
Yeah, I
With
just
your multiple pairs of J's. Have we accumulated J's since?
yeah. Oh, that's another thing I need to clear up because it was cats out there trying to play me because of one scene where Derek came into my house and said, "Let me get my shoes that you borrowed." Let me
Oh,
re-
yeah.
let me reveal that that was a TV show idea. Me and Derek wear two different shoe sizes. He wears a 9. I wear an 11. I can't even fit his shoes.
What the hell?
So my shoes
What?
are mine. My shoes are mine. I ain't got to borrow nobody's shoes. Them all my shoes. I'll go in my closet right now and show all them shoes.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's just
What?
something they threw in there, you know. But that's
That was unnecessary though. It wasn't needed for no
yeah.
reason.
I don't know. It's just something they did, and then it was people on certain channels making a. He can't even afford shoes. He wears his best friend's shoes. I'm like, this dude wears a 9. I wear 2 sizes bigger shoe than him.
That's hilarious
But that's
because
one of them.
what is you
That's
say
one
you
of them.
kept it nice and crisp form and everything.
That's one of them things where I say it's hard for you to defend yourself because you kind of can't. Like when you sign up for this stuff, you giving other people control of your image basically, and they're gonna do whatever they want to do with it, regardless of how you like it or not. And so I'm this as this black man, this veteran with a good heart and all that. You want me to look as pathetic as humanly possible, and I just wasn't okay with it after a while, you know.
That's what's up.
Then I see all
Yeah.
these other cast members that seemingly get to be themselves, but then you got to add all these shenanigans with me. So yeah, it's
Oh,
a
it's
mess.
what?
It was a mess, but it's. I don't regret it though.
Well, that's good. Well, once again, we all appreciate you putting your life out there and letting us come in and have our judgments. And, you are an awesome dude. So, the people that love you, like, we really do love you because you are so cool, Daonte, really. And I wish you and Cece the best.
Thank you.
And, I hope that she won't be shy and come out soon and do more lives with you because we'd love to see her. Those who
Yeah,
do support you and y'all. So, fuck the haters. You're going to have them regardless, boo boo, period.
I was trying not to cuss on your thing. That's why I was like hesitant, but yeah.
It's okay. I do it all the time over here.
I got a feeling. Depending on who sees this, I'll probably be getting attacked at some point, and then that's when I'm just going.
Let
I've been
them
quiet for a
attack.
long time, so I'm gonna
They
try.
going to find something to attack anyway. So
Yeah,
let them have at it because they going to find it anyway, period.
yeah,
But they don't sign your checks and
exactly.
they ain't stopping this. So it is
Let
what
me
it
tell
is.
you something. I don't care how big of a channel you got, how many subscribers you got. You know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't care if you got the biggest channel. I don't give a damn. I don't care nothing for you, and I'll let you know that. That's like that's
Period.
like y'all walking that Vegas Strip with me. I could go on my Instagram and go look at that live video where we walking the Vegas Strip. Since they want to sit there and act like I begged to come over their house, motherfucker, I had a hotel room and y'all came to see me, and
Oh,
we walked that strip. Ain't nobody recognized y'all. I'm the one that was getting recognized. Ain't nobody
wow.
knew who y'all was. Just like that one person tried to say, he attacked these bloggers and they gave him a platform. I commented back to that. I said, tell me what the fuck platform they done gave me. If anything, I'm the one that helped them get relevant because they was always asking me to come on their channel.
Mm,
I was already known. They was the ones trying to be relevant. They ain't give me no kind of platform. I helped them out.
period.
So,
Exactly.
but
That's what you get for being nice, I guess. Nice guys finish last, like they say.
it make
But
it make you turn into a different person for real, for real.
that too.
Yeah,
Once a good boy's gone bad, he's gone forever.
yeah.
Well, Deontay, I appreciate you so much for coming and talking with me. Thank you very much for telling me there's some exclusive things that you ain't said before.
Yeah,
And anytime you want to talk and kick it, you always got, a friend in me over here. And I appreciate you greatly.
no problem. Anytime you want me again, I mean, you can hit me up. It's like I'm pretty much. I feel like I'm free as far as these interviews go now. Like I've been held back from so many interviews and missed out on so many I really wanted to do because I was trying to do the right thing. Like I could have done an interview with Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I really wanted to do that because that was
What?
real important to me. And they just gave me the runaround. I never got to do it, so I'm still mad about that to this day. But you know,
Oh, no, no, that's wrong.
yeah,
Busy
like
Bone date, that's wrong.
yeah.
Oh my
Maybe one
goodness. Well,
day it'll come back. So
yes, I hope you get it again.
yeah,
Anything can happen. So hope for that for you.
yeah.
So what is up for the rest of your day?
Well, I gotta go meet up with my plug, so I'm gonna go do that because I gotta get me some
I'm gonna
supply.
go do what I do best as well with
I'm gonna
that.
go get me some supply, and then I'm gonna chill in here with my woman and the kids and the dog. We put the tree up, and they out there building gingerbread houses and stuff. So
Oh well, I hope do we get to see pics of the tree and the houses when you're done?
maybe the tree. Yeah, I'll probably take a picture of the houses too.
All right, then, Daonte. You have a good evening. Happy holidays, and I wish you well. See you soon again, hopefully.
All right, you have a good evening too. No problem.
Bye bye.
Bye.
And there you have it, y'all. That was Daonte Sierra from Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. Be sure to know this that a new season starts tonight at 9 o'clock on WeTV. We get a whole new batch of people. So that is going to be interesting. I will be watching, tuning in. So you never know what's going to happen. But thanks for watching, y'all. I will see y'all on the other side. Bye.